foliage fanatics. My friends call me Finchy. And today it's a room plant tour type situation type deal. I really like plants, so I'm gonna show you a whole bunch of them today. I hope you're ready for that. And if you're not, well, too bad, I'm gonna do it anyway.
I love
plants.
I love every kind of
Plants.
I just wanna hug all of them, but I can't get hug every
Plants.
Here is Milsbo number 1. There's Soldier 76 and Pikachu and a cactus my sister-in-law made for me. He's a plant. And on the top shelf here we have some of my specialist babies. Here is a very new acquisition. This is a El Choco Red baby. He needs putting on a new leaf. Very cute. The Gloriosum I got in a trade a while back, put out in this cutie cute leaf. There is a white princess living her best life. And this frosted heart leaf is enormous. And there's another one coming. Like, she's gonna have to go to the tent soon. She's getting very large for the Milsbo. He was one piece, but I snipped him, and so now he's 2 pieces. And he yellowed a lot. I think it was a lighting problem. But we have a new leaf, beautiful, and another one on the way on the other side, so I'm not worried. Edward, you're so beautiful. And behind Edward we have a very unhappy, well, she's not unhappy, she's just bleached, burnt, stressed out, Splendid, which I took a cutting of for my Klingsbo terrarium I made. And then here's a sun-stressed Snowdrift, top cut, with a new leaf, hopefully soon. And then here's another Splendid. This is one from my Botanica's mystery box video. And here is a little baby Glorious. Just being glorious. On the second shelf we have Sister Albo's, and her newest leaf is solid white. Says why? Why? Again, these plants came from across the world and still have every leaf they came to me with, which is insane. And they are just living their best lives in Fluful. Love it. We have tiny little Homalomena babies. There's actually 2 in there, but the other one has been struggling. Here's this cute little Amydrium Silver. And this is a Verrucosum. I don't know if it's a different variety because it doesn't look like my other one. She's cute. This was sold to me as a minty Albo. But she's just regular. She's not very... She's slightly minty, but I mean, those descriptors, man, they get ya. Here's a Scrambled Eggs I showed not that long ago. This is his newest leaf. I was talking to someone in a Facebook group, and theirs went from very low variegation to super high variegation. And I was like, what are your recipe? What's your recipe? Which? And she showed me, and it's in stratum about the same distance. So I'm thinking that this one will probably pick up some color. But if not, like I said, I love the little spickled. And here is one of the strawberry milks, which I was complaining to myself, or someone, that I cut the runner and didn't even know it would be forever before I saw a leaf. There we have one, trying to make its way through. It actually looks like it might be 2 leaves. That's where the next vine might be coming out of, is right there. And then here is a pink perfection who is living, I guess. Every time she gives me a leaf, she drops one. I thought that was supposed to be an alocasia problem. Do you think you're an alocasia? You're not. Uh-oh, we have a new leaf. it yellowing? Yes. Why must you do that? Here is a really pretty, I think it's just a regular confetti. Tricolor confetti? Regular confetti? I don't know. It's really pretty. I really like her. One of my comeback kids I grew from a stick. And nestled in between we have a little panda. I'm not sure what that spot was from, but this new leaf looks fine. And that's everything on that shelf. This thing's kind of loud even though it's off. I'm sorry. We have a very sad looking Florida ghost. It goes between like bleached and not enough light. I just can't make him happy. I just took cuttings of it to put in my terrarium, so maybe we'll have better luck in there. Here is my not so variegated Burle Marx. Got a new leaf coming through. I did chop it back like completely and just put the green pieces back in with them. So good luck. We have one of the mini Frydeks in my room. I pulled 1,000,000 babies off of my biggest one and they're just all over my house. We have an Antherium Brownii, working on that mature leaf shape. We have 2 princesses, which I stuck over here that were too close to the light in the other cabinet. This one was given to me and I keep cutting it because it just stays like reverted and yucky, so sorry. That's all the plants in there on this middle shelf. This is going to be a future project. This is an old aquarium. My betta fish Naruto used to live in here. This is one of the cute little earthling pots that my hopefully one day sister-in-law June got for me, and she is so cute. I don't know what this plant is. This is a moonlight or a golden goddess or both, because they look, one is like this and then one is like this, and I don't know what they are, but they're just crazy taking over. And I got this at Goodwill a long time ago. It's 2 little moths or butterflies or something. This is, I've had this plant forever actually. It is Pearls and Jade photos, and it was like the little cups from Lowe's, little like $5 cups like a year ago. Look how pretty. The leaves are all tiny and stuff, but I still think it is just exceptionally gorgeous. Like every single leaf is just so pretty. I love her little freckles. This is one of my oldest plants and he's been cut so much. His name is Cosmo, and he just, every leaf is just such a delight. I love him so much. Oh my gosh. Brazils are just so wonderful. Every plant person needs just a really beautiful Brazil in their life. He's so easygoing too. And then we have this very miserable Korea Peppermoides. This is a pothos I grew from cuttings like a year ago. And he's just large. And a lemon lime heartleaf, just vibing. And then a neon pothos, also just vibing. These plants are so easy. I don't think about them, except that one. He's miserable. And then down here we have Ghost Frosted. And I showed the one in my tent a while back, how that one is just enormous in comparison. It almost feels like neglect having him upstairs instead of downstairs with his brother. But you're beautiful, I'm sorry. You have to live upstairs. My brother's keeper, right? And then, well, this plant's crazy. This is a peace lily, a domino peace lily that I got from Pike's a while back. Probably needs a repot. It is thirsty all the time. I thought it was really funny. I was like, my peace lily has never drooped like some people's do. Like, what? Am I just really good at watering it? No, I think it's just really root bound now because it droops like crazy like every 2 days. Good luck. And then this is another one of my first plants, which her name is Sophia, and she is some type of Aglaonema, Silver Bay or Silver Queen or something. And she is just one of those easy dudes. Like, Aglaonema are so underrated. They're just so easy. They just exist. And I got this metal shelf for, was it $25 or something on Facebook Marketplace? It is perfect for plants. This is my second Milsbo, which on top is a kitty cat piggy bank and my little Verrucosum who I broke. Breaks my heart. Someone made this for me because there is no like official merchandise of this character, and if you know what a Verrucosum is, we are besties, okay? And there's his cat friend. This is my Cardi Road, which used to be huge, but I keep cutting it, which I don't mind, but gotta let her grow again. And then next to, her name's Carmen. Next to Carmen, we have just a really exceptionally beautiful princess, in my opinion. And behind her, we have a Bloody Mary. And then, I think this is called like a Red Dwarf or something. I don't remember what this is. Red Emerald? I have no idea. There's that. Here is my variegated Mycans from my Botanicus video, which put out this perfect, oh my gosh, look how pretty it is. And then we have this one coming, so I had it really close to the light and like super stressed out this leaf. But she's gonna be fine. I moved it further away. I think it liked to be closer. Look how long that spacing is. So just put it back up there. Here's a black cardinal, which I repotted and brought upstairs. And this leaf is tiny, but still super pretty. And then this is a Hoya Bermanilla. I don't think that's how you say it. Who I don't really care about, but he's cool. This Billy is the slowest growing thing that I own. I don't understand why you don't grow. You have a lot of roots. It looks yucky from the beneficial fungi, but I don't know, maybe I'll move him to Flugel. Here's my little Archipelago, which he put on a cute leaf, and he's got this one which looks much bigger already. These grow so fast. I'm not worried that it is tiny. And then here is a spilt milk baby that I thought was gonna die, but I saved it. And that is the top shelf on this side. By the way, the back of them is just dollar store wrapping paper held on by magnets only at the top and bottom. So it doesn't look great from the side, but it looks really good from the front. On the second shelf, this is one of my absolute pride and joys. I got this as a 2-leaf cutting in February, and this pot is hard. I can tell it is got a lot of roots, and it is thirsty all the time. Like, I think I just watered it and it already looks really dry. And just look at her. Oh my gosh, are you kidding? If I have a picture of what she looked like in February, I definitely have a picture or video. Yeah, that's insane. I don't want to cut it, but at the same time I do. Like, what would you do if I cut it, if it's already doing this, if I didn't cut it? What in the world? Not only that, it was just regular Polynura, but it has all these little spots of, well, that one looks like a little bit of a burn, but we have some splashy variegation on a bunch of the leaves. And all this is new growth. Practically touching the light. I really should move it. And I have to have it in this pot because it's a magnet and this is metal. Otherwise it just falls over. She's coming out of the cabinet. I can't believe this plant. Oh my gosh. Underneath her we have Princess Caroline. She really needs a repot. She's not in her pot at all. Like, that's so ridiculous. I have got to help her. She has held onto this pink leaf forever. Here we have a little bit of a sun unhappy. I think I bleached him a little bit. Red emerald or something. I don't know. She's pretty though, even if she's not happy. Here's the tricolor night. That is so pretty. Good job, body. The leaf coming. And then here's the greenest of the shake children. And if she gives me 2 more green leaves in a row, I think I'm gonna cut her. Cause we ain't about to have that, sis. And then here are the Sarai babies who also got moved over here. There are 9 in these 2 cups. And they should have pretty good variegation. Wonk. The shelf's empty. This is a ring of fire. That I cut the other side off so that this side could grow. And then we have this little project plant, a Marx Fantasy that needs something to climb up. And then on the bottom shelf we have a Modestum Variegata. I really love this plant. It is kind of like my banana tree, like it reminds me of a banana tree. I know it's not, but at the same time, like, it is, right? Here is a little baby Syngonium. I potted up in my Albo video, and he's losing this leaf, but otherwise, I think everyone's doing okay. Roots already. I mean, they were already had some roots, but that's good. And then there's a really sad single Milano leaf with a little growth. And then here is a piece of, what's it called? Strawberry milk Syngonium. Next to a piece of Astrid, my Albo, that really wants to revert. So here's this leaf, and then she gave me this one, which there's a stripe on the back. And then they're preggers, but I don't know, not looking too hopeful. And then we have a queen, like Antherium underneath it, but I've been stressing this plant out. I'm probably gonna murder it. And I kind of nestled Astrid right there so that root could go in there. And so we're gonna let her fend for herself in that little dark corner. Here is the newest leaf on my beautiful shake Moana, strawberry shake. And this leaf is caterpillar growth. Look at that. She swapped from growing out of the sheaths to making her little leaf caterpillars. She's very rooted in this cup, which is a mix of moss and fluval. That bottom leaf right there. Ah, so pretty. And then here's a little baby Snowdrift. I just watered this last night, so this leaf is a little translucent, but still. She's so pretty. And then this parrot toucan mason jar, we have the Bipin Aria top cut as well as that ring of fire that I cut off up there. And that's all that's on that shelf. My Klingsbo does not have a door on it, which we will talk about later. This rug is from Wicked Clothes and it was only $40 and I love it so freaking much. They actually just came out with another one that says like plants are my therapy, that as soon as I can find an excuse to buy, I will absolutely do so. My birthday is coming up, that might be the excuse. Now, I'm not gonna go over all the plants that are in here right now because I am working on a video for this, but this is my Klingsbo terrarium. I have the top light turned off because it has a fan in it that is actually pretty loud, at least on camera. But you can see, it's been going for about 3 weeks, I think, and here's everyone. And I just watered it, so we have like a string of hearts, there's a Hoya Sunrise, a bunch of Crimson Princess, Obscura Hoya, I think, Crimson Queen, some, I don't remember what this is, Mathilde, some pink Syngoniums, a piece of that crazy Moonlight over there, some Lemon Lime, some Heartleaf, which has already put out some new growth since it got shoved in here. It's little, but it's there. Those are fresh cuttings. My beautiful Milk Confetti new leaf. This is another piece of Astrid. Just super low variegation, but it's there. Rude. This is a piece of that Pearls and Jade. I don't know what kind of Syngonium this is, but it's beautiful. Little spider plant babies. My Pride and Joy Verrucosum. He's so cute. He just looks so radioactive and it's just like the center. I just love it so much. We have some Mykinch that I just recently shoved in there. This is a piece of Splendid that looks like it's dying. Yeah, there's a lot of things in there and we're still working on her, so that is coming soon. And next to that we have this Detolf, which doesn't have too much in it, so it's a regular Heartleaf and an Exotica that I've had for a really long time. It was just like a couple pieces and I just keep adding pieces to it. And then I have a really big Pothos here, which I just recently cut like 50 leaves off of, and it's still like fairly long. And then on shelf number 2 we have some pieces of my Begonia maculata, another little Frydek, and this is called Ormani Syngonium, which I kind of want to take a piece of it and put it in there, but this thing is a spider mite factory, so it is just gonna stay there with its spider mite sister and brother, and maybe one day we'll get a piece of it into my cabinet. I have these 2 snake plants as well. I don't know what type they are. This is Flotsam. This is Jetsam. My bros. Plants that just exist. Honestly, I want more of them. I love exist plants. I do not know what these are called. I want to say that's the red dwarf and that is something else, but I don't remember. But they're cute, and that one's just in a cat mug of water. And there is my Nautilus Hoya carrii that just lives forever. And then this is one of my newer plants, which is a Chameleon ZZ, which does not need to be in this Detolf, but in case it came with fungus gnats or whatever, we've got her in isolation / quarantine. Like if anything's gonna get pests, I want it to be in this cabinet. And look how beautiful. This is like the Florida Ghost of ZZs. It comes in really white and turns green, and I'm quite literally obsessed with it. This is one of my oldest plants that was actually separated into 2 plants and one's outside. So this is Jenna and Julian is outside, so I got Jenna and Julian the ZZs. I just think about her every time I look at it and it just makes me happy. I miss Jenna so much. Here's my Klingsbo Wide. that I got for $100 on Facebook Marketplace. And if I don't do a background to that one, I'm probably gonna do it to this one. Haven't decided, because it's my least favorite. And I wanna put like a black thing on the top so it's not getting any light from the window. But I mentioned before, I only have 2 windows in my room, and I only get this. We're in the middle of the day and my room is very dark, even with all these lights. So yeah, this is a south-facing window, and we have trees, which you can see. This is the best I get, and this is the middle of the summer. I actually get more light in this window in the winter, but it's still not very fun. Here is I think this is a small form Monstera, and the only reason I even have it is because it has a little, where are you? So the only reason I have her is because she has this short variegated leaf, and I couldn't leave it. Even though it already had the next leaf out and it wasn't continuing, I still had to have her. So despite having little to no light, she does okay. Sorry. And then next to her we have another Frydek, a green velvet Frydek, or whatever the M word is for this plant. And again, just living their best life. This is my mama plant, and she is not massive, but her bulb is huge, and I pulled probably 12 babies off of her a couple months ago. I got it for $8 at Trader Joe's. And then this is my Xanthosoma lindonii, which his name is Linden. My brother's name is Linden, so. And very easy plant, doesn't require much from me. It's in a self-watering pot. A little baby. And I think it has multiplied itself since I got it. But I don't really pay much attention to her. She just exists. I don't think I'll ever get really big leaves with it upstairs because I just don't get that lighting, but I might put a baby in the tent to see what it could grow like down there, or in a cabinet or something. I just can't give that condition in this low light window. And then next to it is this Calathea network I've had for a really long time as well, and also a very easygoing plant that I expected to be a drama queen. Also lives in a self-watering pot and just exists. Really like her. Turn the light off. Inside the Klingsbo we have, I think that's an eclipse or a starlight, I can't remember. And then there's a Dark Lord, which was in the tent, but I think he's getting too much light down there, so I brought him up here. He's got a new leaf on the way, so we'll see. I don't know what that is. This is the Bipinifolium Aria that I snapped. And that is a 3 Kings. Her name is Becky, with the good hair. Next to William, the King Antherium. And that's the leaf he gave me, but the second he gave me that leaf, he dropped an old one. So I think I need to get him out of that pot that he's in. It's pretty bad. Also, my AC is broken, so it's very hot in here. Next to William, we have 2 Maranta. That's Patricia, the one that the lady at Lowe's gave me for free, and the variegated Maranta that I got not that long ago, who's just absolutely insanely beautiful. Like, are you kidding? There's a solid yellow leaf in there somewhere. A half moon? Oh, gorgeous. And then a Siltopecana, which I got from Steve's Leaves a long time ago, and I don't ever think about it. They're just so easy. Easy going, doesn't care about me. Strong, independent plant. This Detolf has a red Maranta on top in a self-watering pot. Don't think about her either. It's probably miserable. Looks like it's flowering. And then these glass is disgusting. These Aglaonema are so incredibly beautiful. Now I'm not 100% sure on the names. I think this is called Legacy. Are you kidding? Ah! And there's a nice new leaf. It looks really big. And then I don't know what it is, but look how pink it is. And then I think this is Legacy Hybrid. I could be wrong. Feel free to correct me. I have no idea. One is in Stratum. These both are in Stratum actually. But look at how beautiful they look, like side by side with their like emerging leaves and how pink they are. Doesn't look real. How are they real? How are you guys real? On shelf number 2, we just have two sisters, Siam, Aurora. I can tell this one is thirsty by how the leaves feel. Yeah, that one too. They're just so beautiful. There's some more pieces of Cosmo. Now I think all three of these are the same thing, but I could be wrong. I have no idea. But I think these are called Red and Jamani. And I think they're all the same. This is also thirsty, I can tell. But look how beautiful. They are just kind of heart-shaped with these green edges. And it is so cute. Oh, so pretty. More heart leaf. On the bottom shelf here, we have some pothos cuttings that are looking a little miserable. I just did it. I cut a million off. I actually took some of the leafless vines and just chucked them into my yard. So we'll see if I get any vines there. I don't think I will. It's way too hot and way too much sun. But and then here is a very unhappy looking tetrasperma. I can't ever make this plant happy. Like that doesn't. Why does it look like that? And then there's another piece of Sharon, just vibing. She's in Stratum and she loves it. Stratum is crazy. Like, what? She made a baby. Sharon is happy. Baby Sharon. And then here's a piece of Syngonium Albo that reverted. We got some new leaves. I don't see any color though. They look like they'll probably just be green, which I'm okay with that. I love me a green plant. And the last cabinet is my Rudsta, which I got this one off Facebook Marketplace for $100, and the whole adventure was a story time. Like it was insane, okay? But here we have, let's turn this light off too. Here we have my Big Mama Crimson Princess, which I took a whole bunch of cuttings of for my Klingsbo. That's a really unhappy chia pin sleeve with a new one right behind it. The Hoya Macrophyllum, and those leaves stayed yellow. I don't know why. There's my Hoya Sunrise, who I cut a whole bunch off of. That's Macrophyllum, whatever it's called. Whatever that is. I have a single piece there. We have some more green Maranta. I cut it a whole bunch. I just stick them in water places. Like I dropped this plant and broke its leaf. I'm sorry. It's a Bovada Splash. Here's a Crimson Queen. A piece of aloe my mother-in-law gave me. This Wintii that I dropped. Again. A Hoya. I don't know what kind. Another Hoya. I don't know what kind. Piece of Marble Queen just sitting in water. And you guys, in my prop box video, I beheaded a tiny little Syngonium, and look at girl roots. And I think it has a leaf bulb, look. Oh my gosh, I think it's gonna survive. That's so funny. And I'm pretty sure this is a tricolor confetti. So that's really funny. It's gonna be okay. And then the very last plant on my spider shelf here is Ursula the Raven ZZ, but she has grown so much since I got her. She was like basically one stick. And here we are a little over a year later, and she's just a happy girl. I love Ursula. Do you see how hot it is in my room? 84. I'm dying. Every single plant in this aquarium came from the prop box in my prop box video. Every single one of these is in that tiny little box, and there are still a whole bunch of sticks in that box there that don't have leaves yet, so I didn't pot them up. But if I had a leaf, it got a pot, even if it was a tiny, tiny leaf. So you can see we have, I think this is another reverted shake baby. but it has the tiniest little speckle. I don't know. And then we have, I burnt it because I had this heckin' light over it after it not having any light ever. Some cute Syngoniums, lots of princess babies in here. There's a pink fleck, I guess. Some more princess babies. A heart leaf, random Aglaonema. There's another piece of Astrid, the reverting Albo. But this is a project as well. And then before we check out the Milsbo, which I've showed before, so we won't spend too long on it, let's admire this beautiful rainbow in the floor. This is my Milsbo Wide, which I've shown most of the stuff in here, but there is some changes which I will show you. But on top of that resides Sharon, which I've had this plant for a year, and she has been cut. Like, I showed you a bunch of pieces of her, and there's even more right there. But look how big and beautiful she is. Take a moment to admire Sharon. Let's show you what she looked like the day that I found her. This plant just stole my heart, and I was so intimidated by her, and she's so easygoing. I just love her so much, and she totally tolerates the lower light. This is a west window, which again, trees all over, and we don't get very much light here. This is Burle, the Burle Marx, which probably right after this video, I'm going to take this top cut and go stick it in my Klingsbo Tall terrarium because look how long that spacing is. I don't like that. And then next to her we have my Mycans, which she needs some help. I need to do something with this plant. I've already extended the pole one time, which the bottom is wood and the top is this green moss one. So I don't know what I would do with her, but that's her. Rainbow. And then on the nightstand there's a little green Maranta, a regular heart leaf that was propagation, so the leaves are like super tiny. I think it's really cute. And then a jade pothos. She would be so much happier somewhere else. I'm so sorry. It feels like a sacrificial lamb plant. It has to be there. I turned the light off, so here's Sharon turning into a cute little bush. We have some heart leaf. This one's my favorite back here. More heart leaf. Heart leaf. The Gabby has put out a second leaf, a little tiny one. Everything in here is pretty much the same. It's a little dry. This pink Birkin leaf is going to be so big for it to be the first leaf. We have a pink mosaic Syngonium runner I just clipped recently. A little tiny shake baby. Everything down here is pretty much the same. 2 white leaves in a row and then a green one. Okay. We have the new leaf on that guy. I think he's finally gonna make a comeback. I think we finally did it. Oh, the Florida Beauty leaf hardened off so pretty, but I wish it would give me some freaking green, dude. That's not enough green for me. Oh, we got some good green on the patio. There's a jungle boogie. Still no rust. There's the best heart leaf. That one right there. That one's the best one. Here is the strawberry milk runner, which has 2 little leaves growing off of it, 2 little plants. And then here's my red spot tricolor notes that I traded for, which this one doesn't even look like a tricolor. This looks like the strawberry milk, but I swear they were connected and I cut them apart. So this one is like obviously, and this is what? Like what? I'm not mad about it, but what? How pretty. Oh my gosh. Princess Town. There's Johnny's new leaf. Got a shake right there. Some Frydek, so cute. My Permanum Panatum got a new leaf. that little piece that was in the prop box is this. I think it's some type of Syngonium, which I think it was just in the moss. We reused a whole bunch of moss, so I don't know what kind of Syngonium this is. If you think you know, I'd love to know, but it's really adorable. I just let her live in here. And they're tiny and they seem to really like high humidity like that. I guess. I'm just guessing. So cute. Oh my gosh. This is the one from Botanicas, which I love because it seems like it's a half moon monster. And I think that's pretty much everything worth mentioning in there. I walked away from this section realizing I totally glossed over Seymour. So this is Seymour the Stubbistatum, which this leaf is very bent for some reason. And I got him when he was this tall, right? That's my boy. This is a 5-foot tall bamboo stake and he is almost to the top of it. I can't even reach it. I don't know what to do with them. They're, like I said about the other one, I just don't have a lot of lighting, so I will never get big leaves off of this plant. It just won't happen here. I could take it apart, like cut it and put a piece in the tent and maybe grow one big down there, but then I'd have to cut him and I don't know. Do I want to let him grow to the ceiling? I don't know. I really love him a lot though. He's a very tall man. And this is there's the male, oh, UBS. Oh my gosh. But yeah, what should I do with him? I welcome all advice. I love him so much, but also I want him to have a good life. Also, there's an Amazon truck. I think he saw me filming my plant. I just recently rearranged my entire room and ditched having a TV in here at all to have all my plants together. So that's all of them. And I've showed my cabinets before on like Facebook groups and stuff, and I get questions like, where are your clothes and where is your stuff? I'm like, this is my stuff. I don't have other stuff. I have clothes, they're in a closet. And I have plants. And when I first got into plants, I was really sad that I was not going to be able to have very many because I don't have windows. I just don't. I'm not blessed with the huge south-facing windows that everyone seems to have, and it was kind of depressing. And then I stumbled upon the fact that my IKEA Detolf cabinets, which I'd had for years, could be repurposed into plants, which led me down the IKEA greenhouse like rabbit hole. And I still have all the alerts on my phone. You can bet your apples if a cabinet pops up for $25, I'm gonna go get it. I'm very lucky and privileged that I have all of the cabinets that I do and have been able to obtain them and purchase lighting, and I've had friends buy me lights and my husband bought me cabinets, so this isn't a one-man project over here. I definitely wouldn't have all of this without people that love me. Yeah, I love my plants a lot. I love my cabinets a lot, and it's really hot in here. Let me know if you have any questions about any of my cabinet setups or the plants that I have inside, and I would be happy to answer them for you or help you in any way that I can. I so appreciate you watching and hanging out with me, and I will see you next time. Bye.
I love
plants,
I love every kind of
plants,
I just wanna hug all of them, but I can't get hug every
plants.